Alright. What's going on, peoples? Live chat, set everything up. Alright. Alright. Empty bottles. There we go. You go here. Alright. Let's see who's around. Saturday night, 8:11 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm using my iPad again for the first time in like 6 months, so we'll see if this works. Junior, what's going on? Keenan, what's up, bro? How we all doing, people signing on? Good to see you. DV, what's up? You are the moderator, sir. Yes, how are you? Mark is my name. Yes, this is good. This is good. We're starting out on a good, strong foot here. J5, how you doing, buddy? How's your evening? Ryan, what's up? So will the new gen Tundra sway me away from my 19 Raptor? Probably not, man. Raptor's pretty cool. I love the Raptor. Sorry I haven't been around. Keenan, you got to do what you got to do. You got a job now. You got responsibilities. You know, man? I feel you. No problem. The goal of tonight is to get through an entire live stream without freezing, because we are on my iPad again for the first time in a long time. So we're going to see what happens with that. And I'm a diehard, lifelong Toyota owner. I hear that. It's just the Raptor's got a lot going on. What year Raptor? Andre, what's up, man? How you doing? The wife and you are sick. You got the head cold action, man. You know, a lot of people have it this time of year. I don't know why. I don't know why. 6-7, what's going on? Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. I appreciate your love of the channel for sure. You guys are good people that tune in all the time. This is what I like to call a random live stream. To be honest with you, they're all random at this point. I never plan a live stream anymore. I just kind of do it when I have time. Had time tonight, figured we'd get her done. Now if you guys send me pictures of your trucks and all the stuff you always want to send me, we got the phone here so I could show everybody instead of doing the on the phone thing. We'll see. Not wishing all thoughts, but I will be keeping an eye out for a wrecked 2020 Tundra too soon. Probably not. Live chats are the best. Night to have some company on occasion. Absolutely. Live streams are definitely fun to do. I'd love to do them more often. So I'm starting to do them more often again. I used to do them all the time, but I just have way too busy of a life right now, which I don't want to have a busy life, trust me. But my job beats the hell out of me every single day, and then you know, you come home and you got to get other things done. Birdies and pars aren't going to come without practice, guys. Like, I just need you to know that. If you're new to golf, you know, you got to go practice. So pretty much obsessed with that. Got to do a video for the channel every day. A lot going on, but you know, keeps the dirt off you. Keep up the great work, man. You are the go-to channel for Tundra info. Much appreciated, my dude. I still want to know what year your Raptor is, though. I'm dying to know. And I want to know what package you have. Are you an 802A guy? Sean, what's going on, pal? How you doing? Good to see you. They have already crashed a few new Corvettes. I've seen a video of one that was just so dumb. Hi, Mike. How you doing, by the way? I will send you a picture of my title indeed. I don't need a picture of it, Z. I backed you up on that one, pal. I don't know what that guy's problem is. And to give you guys a quick background on what I was just talking to Z Diver about. Z Diver has a paid-off 2019 TRD Pro. You know why? Because he's good with his money. That's why. He had his truck for a long time before this, switched to a 19 TRD Pro, loves it, paid it off, smart man. Arizona, rock and roll. And one of the guys who just chirps at all of my videos got on him and doesn't believe that he has a paid-off TRD Pro. And told him to put the title up on one of the Tundra websites or something, and that's just not necessary. 2019, 802A. That's the only way to go, my man. It's the only way to go. Greg, what's up? Finally a live stream I can be on. Yeah. Traded my Tundra for a Ford. Happy so far. What Ford did you get as far as engine? I know it's F-150, but what are we thinking? What are we thinking? How do you think? What's some pros and cons? Give it to us. Let's talk about it. Jason, what's up, bud? 16.8 MPG on a Crew Max 4x4 today from NorCal to middle of nowhere, Winnemucca, Nevada, which is that a real name? Because that's awesome. And back, 3-inch lift, 33-inch tires. I'm a happy man. That ain't bad at all. RB, what's up? So on FJ today in Army Green. I see one every day. There's a local around here that has one. Looking for the new radio, by the way. Finished my degree. DV, congratulations on your degree. You passed. Now you can enjoy the fruits of your benefit. Hopefully you get a good paying job and everything. New radio, I don't know, we had that video. I talked to Jamie. If you didn't see that video, go check that video out. It's not looking good, unless you want to pay big dollars. 6-7 says, so I have this new Tundra. The crappy F-150 is finally gone. Congratulations. Biggest issue I'm having is not racking up the miles too quickly. Loving the Toyota life again. Welcome back. Just so you guys know, I've had my Tundra now for, what did I get it, 2017 May, so almost 2.5 years, and I just hit 15,000 miles today. So really racking up the miles on mine too. One of my brother's friends just bought a Chevy 1500 Trail Boss. What's his thoughts? I have a weird sore spot for them, and I don't know why. Oh, hey, Pomcat, how are you, buddy? I almost messed up. Kenneth, how you doing, buddy? We're going to call you Ken. Way more fun. Miramar, Florida. I like it, buddy. I like it. Top Gun. Z-Diver, I'm halfway there, says Sean. Cool. Randy, what's going on? I have a 2014 Tundra with 5.7 flex fuel. What can be done to get more MPG? That is the age-old Raiders of the Lost Ark question for the Tundra. What can be more? Or what can you do more for better MPG? I mean, you can do the basics, and it's going to get you a little bit here and there, but nothing crazy. Get tires that are very roadworthy. Make sure you're up on your maintenance. Maintenance is a big part of MPG, guys. If the vehicle is running smooth as silk, better MPG in the long run. But overall, the Tundra is just not a fuel-efficient truck. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you can only get what you can only get. When you're on the highway, you know, take it easy. Don't get up to speed quick. Go nice and easy all the time. That'll help you here and there. But overall, Randy, enjoy your truck. Just have a good time with it. And what will be is what will be. You have a 2014, so you don't have the bigger fuel tank. I have a 2017 that has a 38-gallon fuel tank, which they started doing in 2016, I believe. That makes a hell of a difference. I gotta be honest with you. It doesn't help the fuel mileage, it's just you don't have to go to the gas station so much. Ryan says 3.5 Eco, the way to go so far. And that one is the high output 3.5, which is an amazing motor, I will be honest. And the Raptor, I like the Raptor. Sore spot for the Raptor for sure. Very expensive truck. So Ryan has a little cashola. So if anyone needs to borrow some McDonald's money, Ryan's your guy to go to for sure. And Ryan, we're looking at Big Macs, not dollar menu, just saying. In advance. We thank you. Greg got a 2015 Toyota Limited. 2015 Toyota Limited for a 2016 F-150 V8 Lariat. Okay. All right. I mean, V8 is the way to go. 5.0 Coyote, of course, if you're going to do it. Thomas, what's up? My father-in-law has an 18 F-150 EcoBoost turbo. Already was replaced 11,000 miles. Real quick, in case you don't know, I've told this story before. Back when EcoBoost was kind of new, I think it was around 2015, my cousin bought an F-150, like a fully loaded Lariat, with the 3.5. That was an early year for the 3.5, and within the first 3 months of ownership, he was at the dealership about 3 or 4 times with turbo issues. So, turbos, they're not necessarily the most reliable things, but they're coming to the next generation Tundra, so I'm anxious to see what Toyota does to make them a little bit more reliable, eh? Junior says, try 45,000 miles in 2.5 years. That's rock and roll. Dude, I did 1,500 miles first week of ownership, just local driving for fun. My biggest thing with low miles on the Tundra, which have picked up a lot, is when I had the FRS. The FRS was like my daily driver. I used the truck for channel business, so now that the FRS is gone, I just use the truck for everything. So now the miles will start picking up. Ross says, hi Ross, by the way. Hey, I got a 2006 Tundra double cab 4-wheel drive SR5 with 179,000 miles on it. Fixing to put a rack and pinion in it next week. Had it since '08. That's rock and roll, dude. I mean, they'll keep going forever if you take care of it, so keep it as long as humanly possible. That is the goal. I like it. Always like to have the first-gen guys on here, too, so thanks for being here, pal. Pomp says, get an aftermarket 46-gallon tank for better MPG. That's another thing some people do. First freeze. Does anybody... Are we good? Give me the thumbs up if you're still seeing me move. Because on my end, I am not seeing a frozen anything. But it will come, because this is why I don't use the iPad anymore. And I looked it up, by the way. So what it is, it's not the iPad. It's YouTube and the iPad. So apparently the speed of the video is too much for the iPad to handle. Like, it's not matched, I don't know, the image rate or whatever, resolution. And that's what does it eventually. And it doesn't always happen. But it's usually around the half-hour mark, so we shall see. And then it'll just be a picture of my face like, while I'm talking the whole time, something like that. He said it rides better than the TRD Pro, and the creature comforts are what sold him. There you go. Can you up horsepower on a 5.7 by installing the larger fuel injectors and reprogram? I mean, you could, but with my thing, the 5.7 is plenty fast, right? If you start doing things like that, I feel like you really start to mess with the reliability of the motor. And I'm the one to talk. I supercharged, and when you supercharge, it does everything like larger fuel injectors. You know, new fuel stuff and new fuel injectors. Everything's new. You get a package when you buy the Supercharger, so I'm no one to talk. Just heads up. Because, Mike, I know you're real particular about your truck, pal. So I don't want you to do anything stupid to it on an already fast truck. Just get yourself one of those pedal commanders, man. That, and you got 2019 for $32,000 supposedly. Interesting. LOL, I work 60+ hours a week. Yeah, I hear that. Man, I so hope Toyota comes with something badass. If not, I'm going to get a restored 80s. There you go. That's Daily Driver. Nice. Get the old Marty McFly action going on. I think it'll be different. They're saying game changer. That was the words used. We shall see. See. You can't compare. And I said that, I actually talked to someone about this at work today. Somebody was like, I need Toyota to come out with a Raptor fighter Tundra. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and here's why. The F-Series. Now, this is all of the Fs. The 150s, the 250s, the 350s. Sells about 900,000 units a year. That's a lot of units. They have that kind of market share to do a crazy thing like a specific vehicle like the Raptor for that enthusiast out there. The Tundra sells about 120 to 150,000 units a year. Okay? Their market is smaller. They don't have the market share to do something as crazy and as specific as a Raptor. That's what the TRD Pro is. The TRD Pro is that middle of the road. Okay? It's like going from Diet Coke to Coke Zero before you get to real Coke. It's the Coke Zero version, man, because it's badass enough. It's got a better suspension, some off-road looks, all body colored. It looks good, but it's not too far away from home. You can't do that in a market share situation that small. That's my take on it. Got rid of FRS. What'd you end up getting? FRS. Oh, there you go. Got rid of the FRS. I didn't end up getting anything. I got rid of the FRS at the end of its lease. And just kept the Tundra only. There's no reason to have anything else right now. Saving a little cashola, you know. Didn't see a freeze at all here. Got the thumbs up. Got the little Thomas going on with that. Z-Divers nuclear already. We didn't even start yet. We're 11 minutes in. Where's everybody coming from tonight? Where are you in the world? I always forget to ask that. Saw one at the car show in North Idaho in June, and I fell in love with a stock 4-banger Toyota. Uh-oh. Here we go. Been out driving my 2000 Battleship Land Cruiser today. Fun rig. Beat up, but runs great. And that's... The more beat up they are, the better they look. That's my opinion. I want a mid-90s Land Cruiser so much. Definitely. I'm late. What I missed? Not much, man. We're only 12 minutes in. Just kind of catching up with everyone. You know the usual. Hell yeah is right. Slapped on some AJT design vent rings. High hub, by the way. On my 19. Nice look. Continuing chrome delete. All right. Well, here's what you're going to do for me. Right now, either email me a picture or send it to my Instagram private message. Because guess what, my friend? Tonight, we are on the iPad, so I have the phone, so I can show pictures of things. So, yeah, do it. It's my parents. Let me just tell you something real quick that has nothing to do with this. My mom just texted me. My parents celebrated their 49th year anniversary last night. 49 years my parents have been together. And my wife and I got them. So, you know, I don't know if you know this. We have the Seaside Heights Boardwalk. They live over in Seaside. They love going to the boardwalk. That's their thing they do. They're retired. They love to go up to the boardwalk. So we bought them a plank on the boardwalk to have it customized with their name on. Like, you could basically get it customized to whatever you want. So we put their name and where they're from, Seaside Park, New Jersey. And they put the board into the boardwalk that you walk on up at the boardwalk, up at the Seaside Heights. So their names will be immortalized in the boardwalk forever. So we just told them tonight. So they're up there freaking out. So good son. Good son. Yeah, Matt. All right, Matt, my brother, you may sell a lot of books. You're a good writer, good author. We love you. But who's buying the boardwalk planks, guy? All right? Step your game up, pal. Sorry. Hope he's watching. I love you, Matt. Ryan is in Houston, Texas. Everything's a little bit bigger in Texas. Fortnite bot, what's going on? Northern California. Almost said Carolina. Houston for hub. Indianapolis, Indiana for the 6'7" man himself. Ross is in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Tori, what's going on? We know where you're at. We know where you're in the great, beautiful state of Utah. I'm doing well, sir. Having fun in Las Cruces, Nuevo Mexico. There you go. Congrats to your parents. Quite an accomplishment. Yeah, that's dope about the plank. Yeah, man, that's the thing, you know. Wasn't cheap. Wasn't cheap. And hey to Carl from Sweat Lake City. I like when you do that. It's funny. Yeah, good old Carl. If you don't understand Carl, there's no story. He's just sat there forever. I've had this thing for a really long time. And he's just kind of part of the channel now if you're new. He doesn't really say much, but he needed a job when he left NASCAR, so I hooked him up. He won't take this off, though. He refuses to take that off. Please talk with your contacts and plant the seed about us wanting a software upgrade for 2019 and below head units. I do what I can. You know, I here's the thing. If I haven't told you this yet, you know, people at Toyota watch the channel. Okay, they use me as like a kind of like an in-between guy, a middleman. The stuff that I give you guys, then they read back what you guys think. They know what you guys want, but they're on a budget, and the Tundra's budget is very small. That's why it misses a lot of things. But yeah, everybody wants the software update. The good news is this. They did a software update. I don't remember the vehicle. I feel like it was the Sienna, the van. They did a software update when the new ones came out to the old ones. Might have been the Camry too, I'm not sure. But they did that. So it's been done by Toyota, so there's a good chance. Mike's gonna go eat. Sorry, man, hit the like. You know the rules. If you're gonna leave to eat, you gotta tell me what you're going to eat. Come on. You've been here a long time, Mikey boy. What are you going to eat? Carl is the overseer of the live stream. Yes, he protects it. It's his job. It's a good job. Kevin, what's up, pal? Got 275, 65, 20 mud tires. It complements my level. Look, oh, good stuff. Set pics going for him right now. Austin, what's going on? How are you, pal? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Saturday night, so any of you could be doing something way more fun than this. What you're here, and we love you for it. Okay, I know that. Let's see. Let's find what you sent. There it is. Vent rings. Tap to download. And then my favorite part of this now is I have to learn. Oh, that looks sick, bro. That looks really, really sick. Hold on now. Let me turn this. I gotta turn the brightness down so you guys can see it. The hub man took care of business here. Look at these vent rings. Alright, so those stupid chrome vent rings, he put out the blacked out ones. Oh, looks really good. Looks really good. Oh, another one. Oh, dude. AJT coming through big right now. Looks real good. I am a big fan of your work. That was a good move. I need to know how much they were. I need to know how easy that install was, because I might have to take care of that myself. They must not listen too close, or that green would have been satin finish instead of gloss. Some people, I will say this, people batter me when I make videos like that. I get the people who agree, and then of course I get the people who don't agree, which is the fun part of the channel. And some of the don't agree people made a really good point, and I already knew this point. And it wasn't getting engineering level of here's why they need to have a, you know, like a matte finish green. I was just saying I think a matte finish would look way better than what they offered. But they said no company would ever offer matte finish because the liability's too high, scratches, you can never buff stuff out, all that kind of thing. I already know that. I was just saying hypothetically, to me, an army green color is a matte finish. Think of the old Willys Jeeps, like the World War II Jeeps. Those were as matte green as you can get. That to me is an army green. Just saying. That's it. Chill pill, folks, you know? Ryan says, where am I from? Originally New York, and in New Jersey now. I've been in New Jersey now for, 17 years. 17 years, but I grew up in New York. New York, you know, you get a little pizza, you know, you're down in Houston. You don't know nothing about pizza down there. If I want ribs or Mexican food, I go to you. If you want pizza, forget about it, you come to me. See? That's the difference between us, Ryan. Is it cold where you're at? It's not cold per se. When I went to work, I go to work at like 3 in the morning. It was like 50 degrees this morning. It was chilly. So, little plug here, I wore my Supra Nike dry fit jacket given to me by Toyota and Sparks Parts. Gorgeous jacket. I don't have a Supra, but I got a sweet coat. Steve, what's going on, pal? Mark, been watching your channel since the beginning. Sweet, bro. I appreciate that. Long timer, veteran. First time on a live chat. Gonna send you some pics soon. Anyway, I met Dan that sent you Pizza Hut in episode 12. Good old Danny boy. All right. That's awesome. First off, cool that you've been around a while. Secondly, how's Dan? Good to know. Good to see you there, Stevie. That's cool that you've been around that long, because it's been a little bit now, right? How long has it been? Almost 3.5 years? Almost 3.5 years. Did we freeze? No, we unfroze. We almost froze there. So the channel's been around a while. It doesn't feel like it's been around 3.5 years. It feels like I've been doing this for like a year. But we got our foothold on the Tundra community now, which is cool. Met a lot of really cool people. That's the best part of the channel. Live streams, best part of the channel. You get to meet a lot of cool people. If for some reason you're on this live stream right now and you're not subscribed, might as well just do it. check the videos out. Get caught up. There's over 1,000 videos on this channel now. 1,020 or 21 right now. So hit the subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button. Help the bro out. You know, even the dislike button doesn't hurt. Anything to promote the video helps. And hit the notification bell so you know when I put stuff up. Welcome to the show to the new people. Questions, comments, or concerns, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of good, knowledgeable people on here about Tundras. Austin with the old love it. Hey, they're blacked out. Nice for sure. He just got a beautiful white Pro. Very nice. I know he was Raptoring for a while. Message. LOL, I can send you pizza? That's rad. I'll do it just for fun, if anything. I mean, I had McDonald's for dinner, so wait till I'm hungry. I should do these live streams hungry and then see who can send the best food. That would be fun. By the way, I don't know if you saw this, I like to get a little market research with you guys too. As for like a good time, fun, something different. I did a video the other day, Whopper versus the Impossible Whopper. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Let me know what you think. I also put up I did it for fun, but so many people liked it, I ended up putting up a poll asking people like, well, so many people liked it. Would you want to see random food reviews every now and again? And yes, won. So tell me what you think about that. Always like to hear what you guys think. Tori says, does anyone in here know if anybody makes something to cover up the chrome around the shifter? Tired of getting blinded. So some people get creative. I've seen a lot of things with this. Some people actually take it all apart and either spray paint it. Some people plasti dip it. That happens a lot too. But I think there are some companies that make a flat black version out there. Do I know the company? Nay. But almost 100% on that. David, what's going on? You're torn between a limited Tundra and a 1794. Being I will be keeping the truck for a while. Should I go for the top end trim or stay with limited? The configuration is like $12,000 different. Here's the thing, David. You're in a good time of the year right now, okay? Labor Day sales are still going on. If it was me, I'm being honest with you right now, straight up. If it was me and I was going to keep the truck for a long time, I'm going 1794. And the reason for that is because I have a Platinum now, and I used to have a bunch of SR5s and everything, and my father has a limited. You just get a good amount of stuff that keeps you happy in the Platinum in 1794. Plus, for me, 1794, that sweet tan, orange, whatever you want to call interior, I'm into it. So I would go all the way. You never know until you try. Go there, you might be able to get a great deal on a 1794 where you're paying that limited kind of money for it. You always got to try, right? But for me, I would be trying for that 1794. If I was going to have the vehicle for a couple years, you know, go for the cheaper run, whatever, you could do something later down the road. But if it's going to be a long time truck, 100,000 or more miles, and you're going to keep it for year after year after year, you might as well get the best of the best now. Just my opinion. But do you, man, whatever makes you happy. Kevin says, Army Green should have been matte, not gloss. I do agree. Sent pic of my new bed cover. All right, I'm into that. Paul, here we go. Still calling you 6'7". I don't care what you say. You guys have nicknames on here, like Hub Overland, Hub. Everybody has nicknames. It's just easier. You know, if we're going to be on these things all the time, you got to do it. Send a pic of my new bed cover. Here we go. No, 6'7". Paul is Z-Diver. I'm messing up now. Hold on. There we go. Gerald, my bad there, 6'7". For live stream. Okay, let's see what she looks like here. We're down. Oh, can't download. Hold on one sec. Oh, Apple. You're killing me, Apple. Here we go. Oh, you got the solid fold X-Tang trifecta. I like the pic. Let's get the pic sideways so everyone can see it. Boom. Love the color. That's that mesquite brown right there, ladies and gentlemen. You got the old X-Tang. There you go. World's largest selection of... Okay, so I don't know if you know one thing about X-Tang. I work with X-Tang. Haven't worked with them in a while, but they've done a lot of things for me when I was starting out. They sent me, you know, a cover and stuff to test that it's still on the truck and still doing great. Big fan of the X-Tang. Big fan of... Truck Hero is the parent company of X-Tang. And they're good dudes. They're good people. I shouldn't say dudes because there's ladies there too. They're a good group. And they've been very helpful and awesome people, so thank you to them. 6'7", you went the right direction. I like it. And Z, you still on here, Paul? Let's see. I don't know if he wants me to show what he sent. Hold on here. So pick a bed cover. Now we get caught up. All right. Lays right over originals with double-sided tape. Brand new item they just put out. 5-minute install. I dig it. I'll be honest with you. I dig it. I'm going to have to go buy them probably, well, tonight. You sold me, Hub. You got me. It kind of looks like rabbit vomit now. Nothing wrong with that. New Jersey, home of Glenn Danzig and the Misfits. This is true. A friend of a friend was really close with Glenn Danzig's son. So, yeah. He's not even far from this area. He's around the Jackson area. At least I think you're correct, yes. Jeff, what's happening, buddy? Were they cheering because they were NASCAR drivers? Or was it because a Metallica song played? What were we talking about? Hold on. Slow down. What's going on? Catch me up, Jeff. Did I miss a comment from you earlier? Were they cheering because they were NASCAR drivers? Or was it because a Metallica song played? Talk to me about that. I don't know what you mean. David, difference in actual negotiated price should be much less than the $12,000 between the $17.94 and limited. I agree. I met Glenn Danzig once at a Walmart in Arizona. Dude has a hell of a handshake. That's true. Yeah, he's all business. Hell yeah, people will compete for your taste buds. Why not, right? Oh, dude, the orange leather. You know I love it. I want a 1794 TRD Silver Streak. I agree. I would get the slate metallic, or it's not slate metallic anymore, dude. Magnetic gray metallic. Excuse me, I just had my first burp, 26 minutes in. I'm getting better. I just had my garage floor epoxy. Nice. Looks like granite marble top ready for 2022 Tundra. Yo, I need you to send me pictures of that because that is what I always try to explain to my wife. That is a want. Z Diver says show it. My man Paul. Hold on. Thanks for letting me know what you thought. Love your channel. I always look forward to new videos. David, you're the man, and I appreciate you for it. Always. Always and forever. Let's see what we got here from the Paul man. See, I love Paul's truck. Okay, let me show you a few. I'm going to show him the old June 14th send here, Paul. Paul put the cap on his truck. I actually can't turn it. Instagram doesn't let you turn it. And he's got a sweet looking cap here because the cap flows so nice with the cab of the truck. I dig that look. Love the white with the black. I don't care how many people do the white with the black. It always looks good to me. It's such a clean truck. Look at this thing. Ah, it's not ugly. He did a good thing. And Mr. Z Diver is very, very in love with his truck. We know this as he tells me all the time. Look at what he put here. I like that. A little extension on the skid plate action right there. Sorry, you're getting the reflection. That's cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm a cap guy, man. They're not cheap. Looks really good. I like it. It differentiates it from other TRD pros out there. Okay, coming back to you now. As always, the Z-Man, rock and roll. You don't have to send me any title. Forget about that, dude. Austin says, I have a Flowmaster Outlaw catback exhaust system on my Tundra and love it. Any of y'all got that system on your Tundra? Now, Austin, be honest with me. I need you to be very honest with me right now. I'm going to do the old Dave Portnoy, one bite, everybody knows the rules. 1 to 10 me, how loud is that Outlaw exhaust? Let's hear what we got. Tundra guy, what's happening, pal? Just installed the Toyo Open Country AT2 on my TRD Sport, hoping they would hold up like the BFG. Bring on the snow. I need to know. I literally need you to be my guinea pig on this one, pal. Keep me updated on those tires. Must know. But congratulations. Sweet pickup right there. I love the cap. Want one so bad. What brand is it? That is a question for the Diver Man. I'm sure he'll get back to you with that. My man Travis, what's going on, buddy? What's your thoughts on the TRD Pro front sway bar? It's not TRD Pro. It's just the TRD front sway bar. Just FYI. And I don't mean to be that guy. Not trying to be particular on you. I just don't want you to make a mistake if you're trying to buy one and a tech or whatever is looking at you like, I don't know what you're talking about. TRD sway bar. I have it on mine. It's a little rigid. At first, it took a little while to get used to. Complements the rear one very well. Keeps the truck way more planted. But with the TRD Pro suspension, it was a little bit bumpy because it wasn't letting the suspension travel and articulate the way it was supposed to. But I got used to it, and I don't hate it. So I say thumbs up. Don't forget, TundraDude34 promo code at Sparks Parts saves you 5% today, every day, site-wide, including the TRD front sway bar. I haven't had caffeine in a while, but I feel like I did. I'm just drinking the old agua tonight, you know? I work in a few hours. Feel good though, you know? Feel awake, feel alive. Good mood. Ryan says, what's the top of the line new cap cost? I could go either way. We got to ask Z Diver, but before he tells you, I'm going to make a wild guess. I'm going to say painted, the cap is about $2,000. Total guess, maybe more. Let's see. Z Diver, let me know how much it was painted, please. Because the ARE Z series, like he has, is one of the most popular for sure. When I was growing up, I grew up near a place that specialized in Lear caps. I don't even know if they're still around, but that was a big one. I recently installed BA muffler 10-inch. It sounds great. I bet it does. Yeah, like I always, I have to shout out Keith every single time. $3 grand it cost. Painted. Yeah, but they're heavy duty. They last forever. It's basically another piece of the truck. It's not anything like, you know, tonneau cover, $300. You throw it out when you don't want it anymore. You get another one. Cap lasts the life of the truck. I always got to shout out Keith from BA Muffler. Good dude. Good dude. Just installed my rear and love it so far. There you go. Thanks Z Diver from Tory 3K we talked about. When I met with Dan, turns out he lives down the street from my dad. Once I saw his truck and stopped, the second question I asked him was if he knew TundraDude34. Very nice. And that's what set it off. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And he's Chicago, I believe, right? Somewhere around there. I was thinking between 2 and 2,500, so right in the ballpark. Oh yeah, it's in the ballpark. Speaking of the ballpark, can the Mets blow it any more? They were right on the doorstep. We still got games, baby. It's still gonna happen. Let's go Mets. Get that wild card. Come on, baby. Stop screwing up. Going into the 9th inning up 10-4, they lost. What? I checked locally here in Salt Lake, and the painted Z Series was 2,600. There you go. Why did Toyota put P-rated tires on their Tundra instead of LT? Dude, it is one of those age-old questions that we always ask. Probably has something to do with keeping the mileage, not helping the mileage, but this is the thing, real quick, just, I'm not going to go off subject too much here, but people ask this a lot. How come they didn't put better tires on the TRD Pro? More of a muscular-looking tire. Because fuel mileage. They get so much crap from the fuel mileage that they didn't want to go with a more aggressive tire and have to lower the number for the TRD Pro any further. You're welcome. But no, questions that we all want to ask Toyota. I feel like after a couple more years, they'll invite me to the boardroom, and I could just sit back in the corner like a weirdo, you know, when they're having all the engineers and all the people who are smart and not blue-collar like me are figuring out how they're going to build stuff. And every once in a while, I'm just going to be like, hi, hey, just the YouTube guy, but can I just say one thing? Because, you know, I know more about your customers than you do. Can I just say one thing? You know, that kind of thing. All right, so Austin says loudness 1 to 10. I would rate it a 7.5 to an 8 on the loudness scale. Okay, it's not a straight pipe because it has a Super 10 muffler. I didn't want it to be super loud. It's got a good tone. Okay, Austin, homework, buddy. It's school season, right? Everyone's back in school. Homework for you. At some point in the next week or so, send me a video. Send me a video. Have your buddy go behind your truck. Give me a cold start and give me some revs. I want to hear what this thing sounds like. I'm sick of hearing about the Outlaw because everyone loves it, but everyone says it's super loud. I want to hear what yours has, man. 7.5 to 8 is not that bad, you know? But I like it, and I thank you for your future correspondence with that. Looking forward to hearing what it's got. I used to have Flowmaster 40 single shots. Thanks, pal. That's the thing about me versus other YouTubers out there. I give you guys the homework, you know? You got the trucks. Together we all have pretty much every configuration of Tundra anyone could ever want. So your contributions do mean a lot, so thank you very much. Always fun. Tori says at this point, I can't imagine people would complain anymore that they do if the fuel mileage was one. Yeah, I don't know. Some people would. And it might have something to do with the EPA down their throat with stuff like that. It's a big thing too. Thomas says, do you think they will put a snorkel on the new TRD Pro? I hope not. Thomas, I hope not, okay? Let's talk about that for a minute, pal. So you know they have the snorkel on the TRD Pro Tacoma for the 2019 year and the 2020. My thing is this. It's not even a snorkel. First off, let's do that first. It's called a desert air intake. It's meant to get the cleaner air above the vehicle versus all the sand and dirt air that you're getting when you're desert running in places like Arizona. Shout out, Paul. Arizona and, you know, Nevada and stuff like that. It's not a snorkel. Big thing they always want to tell you. But for me, you can have it ordered with or without the snorkel. We're in New Jersey. 40 minutes from New York City. 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes from Manhattan. All of the dealerships around here ordered the TRD Pro Tacomas with the damn snorkel. It's not a snorkel, desert air intake, and I don't understand why. You can't off-road in New Jersey pretty much at all anymore because of all the environmentalist laws. And to me, that would be something that you'd be happy about for 2 days. If I lived in a place like Florida, North Carolina, if I was a person who actually went off-road where I could, Nevada, and I was going to use it for reasons like that, let's do it. But to drive around from work on city streets in a metropolitan area like I live in, I don't get it. And I don't understand. Listen, if dealerships want to get one to sit out front of their dealership and people go, oh, look, it's the new Desert Air intake, I get it. But dealerships around me, they get like 7 or 8 of these things at a clip. And through the year, I've seen one TRD Pro Tacoma without it. One. They ordered one. Mind blown. Again, can I sit in that boardroom at those dealerships, and when they're talking about what they're going to order, be like, hey, I'm just the guy that knows more about your clientele than you do. Can I just tell you something? You know, I want to be that guy. That's probably going to be the ongoing joke, the dude in the back of the room going forward. All right. I went trailer with my Tundra. It was awesome, but effed up the paint and wheels. Bro, nature of the beast. Nature of the beast. When I used to take my 09 off-road, it was white, and it would have scrapes all over the side of it from all the branches. Desert Air intake, yes. When was your what was the complete all-in cost to supercharge? Ooh, wow, this is going to be a guess. With install and everything, maybe like rough number. This was a while ago. Maybe like $8,000, a little over $8,000. Change, maybe more like 8,500. Yeah, I got a great deal on the install though. Just so you guys know, I have to do this shout out. I have to do this plug. We talk about it all the time. Sparks Parts, TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. They sell the Supercharger, Magnuson Supercharger. They also install at Sparks Parts, and it's a pretty cheap install. It's like $1,500 to $2,000, which is a great deal for a Supercharger install because there's a lot of stuff. But just so you know, they are direct, they're in direct cooperation, I guess we could call, with Magnuson. They're like partners with Magnuson, so they have the best techs to do it. So if you're around, South Carolina, they're in Myrtle Beach, that might be the place you want to do your install. Even if it's a little bit of a travel, it's a little bit that goes a long way for peace of mind, because they're really good with the Superchargers. So much so that Magnuson lets them put on the top of their Supercharger, on the top of the Supercharger, there's 2 little plates that say powered by Magnuson. Well, if you get it from Sparks Parts, it actually says powered by Sparks Parts. So, there you go. Little tidbit for you. I was thinking the same thing, but I went with the LT and Toyos, like the higher tread, but hoping it doesn't affect the MPG too much. It'll look better. It's all about the look. It's just a little extra fuel, no big deal. It's a freaking snorkel. It's not airtight. That's the point they want to get across. Not airtight. Or watertight, I guess. What do you think of the 40 series? Loud? It was loud, yeah. We mounted the mufflers right up under the driver's seat, and it was loud. It wasn't annoying loud. It had a nice mellow roar, but in the cab at highway speed, it was like yelling like, so how was your day? Like yelling at people just so they could hear you. Def a big no on the snorkel, good call. Florida, shout out. Did you find the BA muffler from your dad's truck? He got rid of it. I told you, that's why. Hey, he got rid of it. He gave it to his buddy. His buddy took the BA muffler system from him. I don't know if the buddy ever used it, but he took it. Yeah. It was going to go out in recyclables, so dude took it. But yeah, it's gone. It's funny you bring that up, because I just found out that tonight, about an hour ago. Good looking out. So yeah, BA muffler system is gone to a friend that has a Tundra. And he has the wrong year Tundra, so we're going to see if this works out. The stupid snorkel ingests snow. Yep. And you have to turn the intake head around. See, that's too much work for me. Too much extra. GK, what's up? My local dealer has more without the Desert Air intake. That's the way to go. GK, where are you? What state are you in? Can you run Tacoma through car wash with that snorkel? I never did with my 07 Land Cruiser once the snorkel was installed. Wonder if any damage done. I don't know. That's a great question there, Hub. Great question. You're in Oklahoma. Now, you think in Oklahoma they would have the damn snorkel, and in New Jersey they wouldn't, but it's vice versa. Why? Oh, blows my mind. Ballpark price for the Pro Fox suspension for my old 2015 Pro. You're going to have to go through the dealer. You were the one that hit me up and asked me this a little while ago. I responded back to you, right? I'm guessing 2,500, 23 to 2,500. unless you go through Sparks Parts and they let you use TundraDude34 promo code, and then that's 5% off, so you'd save not much. 250 bucks, not even 250 bucks, less. By the way, sir, weren't you putting a BA system on your Platinum? What happened to that? I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're going to move on from that. But we will revisit it soon. Anywho, Oklahoma, thanks, man. Good infos. Hey, thanks, pal. Thank you. Yeah, and let me know. Let me know, GK, if that goes down for you, because I really want to know if they allow that. I'm in a little bit of a pickle myself, and I didn't even think about this. Someone brought this up to me. I have a TRD Pro suspension, the Bilstein one, on my Platinum. Let's say that suspension goes out and I need a new one. They're not going to let me get a TRD Pro suspension because I don't have a TRD Pro VINed vehicle. So what the hell am I going to do? I'm going to have to go after market, but I'm still going to try. I should be grandfathered in. North of O'Hare Airport near Paul Walkie Airport. Bought my third Tundra after your dad did. Oh, nice. Love your channel. Thanks again. And thanks for turning me on to Sparks. Email you soon. Dude, appreciate you, Steve. You're the man. Illinois sucks. Well, you know, Midwest. No fun anymore. It's what Portnoy calls a flyover state. I agree with that. If you don't know who Dave Portnoy is, you need to look him up. He's the El Presidente of Barstool Sports, the greatest sports channel there is. Heard any rumors of lifespan for the Bilsteins? Nothing but good things. Actually, there are people out there who are mad that they can't get the Bilstein ones anymore. Like the pro owners like you that want to change out their system, or if they need a new system, because some people go out and they beat the crap out of their TRD Pro like you're supposed to, right? And they want a new system and they can't get it, but they don't want the Fox one. So we'll see what happens. I think Toyota should have stayed with Bilstein. Bilstein has been with Toyota for a very long time, and then to go to Fox, just not into that. For me, Fox is a Raptor thing, right? Bilstein was with Toyota, Fox was with the Raptor. And the Fox system on the Raptor is a completely different system, way more of a travel system, more of a medium travel, almost a long travel, versus the one that's on the Pro, which is, you know, I would say more of a lighter to medium travel. But we shall see. Use a VIN of any TRD Pro? I don't think you can. It's going to need to be proven. I'm sure there's ways around it if you needed to, but, you know, because if you use a VIN from a friend who has a TRD Pro to get whatever you got to get, and say the dealership lets it go through, say you got a friend at the dealership, then if something really happens to that Pro and you need the same part again, Toyota's going to be like, well, what's going on here? And I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on the dealerships to not do that, or else everybody would do that. The Supercharger will not work good in cold weather when you start it up. I have no problems with mine at all. The only thing that I noticed in the winter with my Supercharger, which is now almost 2 years old and has 12,000 miles on it. The only thing I noticed with my Supercharger is if I'm in snow and I'm trying to go easy on a road or something, that whine gets annoying because you're all over the RPMs. But, you know, you get used to it. You can't hate the whine. Alrighty, I'm headed out watching some football. War Damn Eagle. Okay, man, dude, watch your college ball. Giants are going to beat the Cowboys tomorrow, which I'm very excited for. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. And don't forget to hit me with videos. John B, what's up? Does anyone know when the Tundra gets a diesel? It will not. No diesel coming for the Tundra. Sorry. Toyota's going the opposite direction of diesel. Just remember that. EPA is not friendly to the diesels nowadays. Look at all these systems they have on diesels, control systems for smog and everything. Chokes them out. By the way, just looked at a local dealer site. 10 Tacoma Pros in stock, 2 have desert air intake. Oklahoma. I got to move to Oklahoma. That's why. Smart people out there. Boise, what's going on, pal? How you doing? 6-7 says, ever want a second Tundra in the driveway because you like the first one so much? I do. I mean, I'm on number 5, and I would love to have a second Tundra because here's my pickle, and we'll go over this because you brought it up. So I've been playing with the idea, and this is only going to be for you guys on the live stream. This isn't something I'm going to talk about anytime soon because I'm not sure anyway, but keep the 2017, upgrade to a 20, upgrade to a next gen. Okay, the next gen has to happen regardless of how I want it, because for this channel there has to be the next gen Tundra immediately, right? But that 2017 out there, Platinum Pro build, it's responsible for thousands of subscribers, millions of views. I can't just get rid of it. So the thing to do, the smart move, would be to keep the Platinum and just always have it. It'll always be the channel banner truck. It'll always be there forever and ever. And then also have like the next gen and whatever I need, that one could keep getting replaced and whatever. But the channel's got to make a lot more revenue before I can do that. I cannot afford that, even though that is the good channel move to make. So that's where my mind's at with that, just so you know. People ask that every once in a while. By the way, caught up. Hey guys, thanks man, no problem. Been pretty busy. I may be off today and tomorrow, but it still doesn't mean I don't have stuff to do. I hear that, bro. My days off are catch-up days. And 18 holes of golf. It has to happen. It's my one relax thing, you know? I actually found a 2018 Tacoma Pro at a Ford dealership for about 40, and it's not the Voodoo Blue, the other blue. All right. Rock and roll. If it's a 2018, it's the cement was 2017. 2018 was Calvary Blue. What's your wife's dream car and why? Just curious. Could care less. She could care less about cars. My wife is the most non-materialistic person in the world. She has her CRV. She's had that CRV now for 9 years. 9 years next month. Literally she's going to drive it until it can't be driven anymore, and then whatever. She really likes the 4Runner. When we really talk about cars and I take her to look at them and I'm just like, what do you think about these cars? And I don't tell her what anyone is. She always goes back to the 4Runner. But overall, she could care less. She's not like me. I like my toys, man. I don't know what to tell you. Keep the 17 until the next generation. I feel that, yeah. It's just when the next generation comes, I still don't know if I want to get rid of that damn truck. I like it. One of the joys of being 34, I guess. I like it. Not 34, though. Just for the record. Just for the record, dude. Without both TRD sway bars that I had on my 17, the 2019 Pro makes it very exciting on winding roads. But you still have a sway bar in the front. It's just not as robust as the TRD one. Keep the 17 and get the next gen two-wheel drive lowered sport truck. No. I'm not about the lowered truck. Two-wheel drive in the Northeast is completely pointless. They barely even sell them up here. So, negatory on that, good buddy. My wife won't blink. Yeah, my wife won't blink at a car or truck, and it bugs the living crap out of me. Wives, at least mine, doesn't understand that it's just. I love vehicles. It's a hobby of mine. Cars and trucks are a hobby of mine. So like when I buy a new vehicle, I still drive through the lots before this channel. I still drive through the lots and look at them. She's like, "You just bought one last week." I'm like, "Yeah, but there's still 50,000 more options I gotta look at." You know. I love it. I love it. When I used to have a Harley Davidson, I'd go to the Harley dealership once a week just for no reason, just to see them, just to be around them, you know? Yeah, that's the one, Calvary Blue. Looks really nice, but I couldn't justify paying that kind of money for that truck. I'd be scared to take it off-roading. I agree. Steve says, try to keep the 2017 and do both. I'm going to try and save and have both. You'll never get a truck no one else has touched, and thanks again. You're either a gearhead, car, truck guy, or not, just how it is. Yeah, you're right, you're right. You either love it or you hate it, and that's how life is with everything, you know? I know a lot of guys at work that are into the gaming. They like the gaming, they like the, what's the other thing everybody's into? Like anime and stuff like that. I don't know the first thing about anime, and I don't know the first thing about gaming. So, to each their own. It's the spice of life. Variety is a good thing. You want people to not be into everything. That's what I'm saying. So when other brands always fight with us about, Tundra suck, you need to buy this. I'm like, all right, but if everybody had Ford F-150s, this would be a pretty boring world. Who would you go after? Who would you fight with? You know, no one. No, Mark, you're 1 year older than me. 10-4 on that, good buddy. Sorry about that. 10 push-ups owed to you. Just not right now, man. My back hurts. So, Mark, sounds like your wife got a one-track mind. She wants a 4Runner, so maybe surprise her with a 4Runner. If I came home with a 4Runner for my wife right now, she would kill me. When that CRV out there doesn't run anymore, then we'll figure it out. In my opinion, no brands suck. Pluses and minuses to each. Ryan, my man, Nailed it. Totally agree with that statement. Every brand has something to offer. All right? And I always try to say this to the people who come on and just want to chirp. Like, every brand, like, has something to offer. Every brand is specific in one thing, and we can learn from all brands. So, it is what it is. But, nature of the beast, USA all the way, best of the best. Always want to have the best thing out there. Chasing that American dream, baby. You know, that's what it's all about. Competition. So, whatever. Just keep it gravy, man. Keep it PG. No reason to call people names because they have a different brand vehicle than you know? It is what it is. You guys have no idea, but I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments a day. I get emails, and you have no idea what I see every day. It's pretty funny, actually. Like that 12-inch screen in the RAM. See, I don't know. I like the screen in the RAM so the 12-inch is only available on the higher trim RAMs. I like the small, 8.2, 8.4-inch screen that they've had all along, and that's in the Rebel and stuff. I think that's fine. The 12-inch is gigantic. It's a little too big. I'm actually thinking of buying the brand new car, a used mid-size pickup, and then buy an ATV. ATV, a lot of fun. Quads, love them. It's been a long time since I've been on one, but they were a good time. If I was allowed in the woods anymore without getting a fine, I would probably buy one. They're a good time. They're a good time. So if you didn't hit the like button yet and you want to help a bro out, go ahead, man. I'm okay with it. Go ahead. We're going to start bottle of water number 2. Why not? I was a GM, man, whole life till 2012. Got a Tundra and never looked back. There you go. That's what I'm saying. I'll put it to you this way. All right, hold on. This is a stupid one, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like Toyota a lot. I went to Jeep for a little while, had a couple Wranglers, came back to Toyota. But I was a die-hard Callaway golf club guy. Callaway was my brand, was my company. Used them forever and ever and ever. When it came time for new clubs, for some reason, I found a great deal on TaylorMade's, which is their direct competitor. Direct competitor. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy the TaylorMade's. Why not? Never looked at TaylorMade's before in my life. Bought them. Greatest clubs I ever had. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And now, I'm all TaylorMade about it. So the next clubs I buy will be something different. From now on, I'm going to change it up. Not in automotive. No. Toyota Tundra, that's where we're staying. Golf clubs, though. It just shows that sometimes you got to try something a little bit different. So I'll never look back at Callaway. Callaway was fun. We'll miss you. See you later. You did good things for me. But TaylorMade now, baby. Okay, no more golf talk. I'm sorry. I'm actually thinking of getting a 2011 to 13 or possibly 14 Nissan Frontier. Things are damn near bulletproof and go forever if maintained properly. You're 100% on that, pal. They've been around a long time. I still like them. Pro 4X. I drove Ford and Chevy work trucks for 32 years, and that's why I drive Toyota. Spent a lot of time in the garage. My father says the same thing. One of his work trucks was an F-150, and it was always broken. I think the Tundra would look good with Cal induction hood, like the 70s Chevelle SS has. Yeah, there's a company out there that makes a hood like that for the Tundra. I can't remember the name of the company, but it's like a functional hood scoop, everything. I don't know. $800 I think is the hood. I would do it, but I don't want to deal if there's like a snow situation or in certain weather I can't have it open. I don't want to deal with that. It is what it is. I got the Supercharger. You know, what is it? Almost, it's like 570 at the crank. It's a lot of power. Supercharger makes the Tundra feel like a car. I ain't even kidding. I'm thinking about doing the fender flares, but I've heard they scratch the paint. I have heard that too. Because a lot of the fender flares nowadays go on by double-sided tape. And they never... Double-sided tape is great. Greatest invention ever, but it never sits properly. So if you ever go to pull it off, it's not going to look right. It's also going to be faded if you ever try to pull them off. So if you're going to do it, you got to commit to it. I'm telling you now. Joseph, what's up, pal? 16 Tundra Platinum. Squirrel chewed my fuel line. Fuel line on natural back order for a month. On national back order for a month. Okay, so we've talked about this a lot. Toyota uses like soy-based stuff, materials in their wiring, which causes animals, if you let your vehicle sit a while, animals will chew through your wires. Riddle me that. I want to hear some thoughts on that. So Joseph, what's the back order for a month? What are you doing? It's just sitting then? Truck's just sitting? It's true. There's soy material in the wiring. This is a common thing. Doing this channel for almost 3.5 years, I have heard animals, mice, squirrels chewing through wiring way more than you would understand. Neighbor of mine, a couple towns over, I shouldn't say neighbor, close enough neighbor, Tundra owner, had that happen to him 2 times. Man, dude, that sucks. Gotta love those little woodland creatures. Hope they fix it soon. Yeah, I hope that gets fixed soon. That's insane. Thankfully, I've never had that issue, but again, it has happened around here. Fun, fun. Man, that's a crazy thing. Change your materials to something squirrels don't like, please. I'm thinking, Brian, what's up, pal? I'm thinking about getting the KO2s, but have 20-inch wheels. Any tips on what size to get, or should I consider buying new wheels? I don't know a good size for 20s. What do people run when they do 20? I know they do 65 or 50. They do 55 20s, but I don't know the first number. Might want to look that up. But I don't know. Do you like your wheels? If you like your wheels, keep your wheels. But if you're going all out and want to just change the look, now's a good time to look. I personally like the 18-inch wheel because I like more of a tire sidewall look. But to each their own, my young friend. To each their own. Joseph Jones. So hold on. Looks like you got a new subscriber. Yeah, hope so. Hope so. Hope all you guys subscribe. I've actually heard stories of people trading in 2007 Nissan Frontiers with over 400,000 miles, buying the exact same thing, just newer. Yeah. And eventually, apparently, wait, hold on, I shouldn't say that. What is it, 2020 now, or about to be 2020? I think the Frontier's getting a redesign for 2021, but that's not confirmed. They're going to want to put that redesigned Frontier out sooner than later to deal with the fact that the Titan, they're getting rid of the diesel on the Titan. I think they want to rebound because right now everyone's kind of shaking their heads at that, which I don't blame them for doing because it just never took off. Never took off. Had flares removed at the dealership when I picked it up. Was already looking nasty under there. Couldn't imagine years later. I've seen a few. There was a Tundra in a wreck at a local yard that, this is long before the channel, because this would have been a great video. There was a Tundra at a local junkyard that I happened to be at. And one of them had the fender flare like hanging off because it was in a front end collision. So I just pulled back the fender flare. The amount of dirt and just discoloration that was, it was a white truck that was under that, made me never want to do fender flares unless I'm committing to them. All right. Fortnite Bot says, I run 295 60/20s. Wow, that's big, no? Fortnite, send me a picture of that look. Doesn't have to be tonight. Just to my email, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see what that looks like. Is there a really huge difference between the Fox shocks found on the TRD Pro versus the shocks that are stock on the Limited? Yeah. I mean, what I always say to people when it comes to shocks, this is what it is. What are you going to use them for, okay? Because the Limited shocks, like my old man has, he doesn't have a TRD off-road or anything. It's just Limited stock shocks. They're not terrible. They don't feel bad. But if you're going to start doing like different, like for your case, you're going to go to a way more aggressive tire. You might do different wheels. You may go down to 18. That's when the suspension really comes into play. You know, if you're going to be, you know, on road with it all the time, suspension, if you don't like it, change it. But if you like it and you're not going to go too crazy with your tire, you might as well leave it. Or do this, buy the new tires and wheels now, and if you're still feeling comfortable and the ride's not killing you, go for it. I know you probably want to level your truck out, which is why you're asking, but the Fox suspension for the Pro is not cheap. So, but I like the feel of it, dude. For me, the Pro suspension, even on the road, really rides the bumps well. At lower speeds, you feel it bumping around a little bit, but higher speeds, I'm talking 50 miles an hour and up, feels amazing. Bueno. Lot of questions there, Brian. You got some thinking to do, pal. Troy, what's up, bud? Yes, sir, the Frontier is getting redesigned in mid to late 20, yes, for 21. Good. You know, good. I'm glad the redesign is happening. because I'm telling you, that's a little truck that gets no credit. Quality Velcro for passenger floor if you don't want WeatherTech to move around. Squirrels around here eat out garbage cans, plastic gas tanks, and even snowmobile tank with gas in it. Those are some pretty gangster squirrels. Illinois. I'm actually thinking of putting fender flares on my pickup when I get it. However, if I do that, I just got to drill into the fender and screw them in that way. Less problems down the road. To be honest with you, yes. Just make sure you measure 73 times. Cut once. Drill once, whatever. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the road for our live stream. We had a fun time tonight. I had a really good time talking to you guys, as always. We always have fun talking, but had a nice conversation, had a good flow the whole time. I thank everyone for being here. This is Saturday night. I mean, my excuse is I have work. Your excuse is you like hanging out on the channel, which is cool. And like I said, if you're new to the channel and you're still on here right now, don't forget to subscribe. Hit those like buttons, help a bro out. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload, because I upload quite a bit. And I'd like to see you watching all the videos. And yeah, relax all. Good night, everyone. Have a great Saturday evening. NFL tomorrow, baby. We're back. So we got the NASCAR race at 1, and then we got the Giants beating the Cowboys at 4:25. It's going to be a good Sunday. So we're going to get to work early, get out of work early. A little football, a little NASCAR. I'm into it. But until then, boys, girls, chickens, whatever, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Take care.